Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today I bought something for the Montero and I am going to show you what it is, and it is molded floor mats. A few years ago, if you've been keeping up with the channel, I did a review of some cat floor mats, universal floor mats that I bought from Amazon, and I'll leave a little link somewhere here in the video. It'll pop up. But basically, they're universal mats. You cut them to size to make them fit for your vehicle. They're not specifically designed for the Montero, so I had to make them fit. And they're great. Don't get me wrong. I'm very happy with them. But I've always wanted rubber molded mats for my Montero. But the problem is, because of the age and not exactly big market on Monteros, companies like WeatherTech and Husky never developed or made available a molded floor mat for these vehicles. Main reason I wanted rubber molded mats is, well, mostly having rubber, because when you go on trails and go camping, it's inevitable that we're going to track dirt, mud, water inside the vehicle. So the rubber mats is just makes it easier to clean, and it also protects the original like floor carpet. Another fellow Montero owner went ahead and got some molded mats, and they were from China. Personally, I've never really trusted like AliExpress and Alibaba. I've just always had some weird, like suspicious. I was just very hesitant ordering from stuff from those places. But after talking to him and then a couple people that have ordered stuff from sites like that, I kind of felt comfortable. Matter of fact, last year I ordered something small, something very small, nothing expensive. It was like $10, $15, and just to see how it works. I ordered a couple things like that actually, and it. I felt it was safe enough. So plus I was using PayPal and all that good stuff, so I was trusting their buyer protection services. So I went ahead and ordered these molded mats, floor mats for the Montero Pajero Gen 2, specifically Gen 2.5 is the same thing. So I bit the bullet and ordered them. So they finally arrived. It took about a month for these to come in. So they finally arrived. Um, Thanks to good old people from China, they made a molded floor mat for the Pajero Montero. So we're gonna go ahead and take it out. I already opened it to look at it originally, but I'm gonna take it out. These have been folded, so they're gonna need time to open up. So before I show you the ones I got from AliExpress, these are the cat mats. Right, this is the passenger side. I cut them to get as close as I can to fit the floorboard nicely. Even it got that little corner here. They fit well and they actually work well. So that's the passenger side. Front here is the front drivers. Sorry, it's dirty. That is still dirty from a camping trip I took um, about a month ago. So as you can see, I cut here from the fit this foot dead pedal here, and then I cut there for that little gas pedal stopper. I did as best as I can to mimic OEM layout. So that's the front driver, and then here's the rear. So yeah, that's the rear. It covers, it goes over the hump all the way to the other side. The only thing that sucks, it doesn't go up to here. So this is exposed. Um, Other than that, it does a decent job. It's not perfect, but it did the job. So that's the thing. I'm hoping these molded mats that I got for the Montero Pajero from China will solve that issue. So let's go ahead and check them out right now. So here they are. That is for the rear and front driver, front passenger. I made sure these were for left-hand drive. They do have that option when you order it. So this is for the left-hand drive model. So this right here would cover the dead pedal here, and that would leave the opening for that gas pedal stopper. But that is front driver, front passenger, and then the rear. And like I showed you, it comes all the way out. That one part it didn't cover on the universal mats, it covers, that wraps around thing. You'll see it when I install it. Goes over the hump. So this is a pretty sturdy material. Um, it's like a TPU rubber material. Uh, from what I can tell, it looks high quality. Nothing really looks janky from initial inspection. It looks quite good and molded and all that good stuff. So I won't know till we actually install it. But so far, initial impressions, I am pretty confident they're going to fit very well. So what I'm going to do, we're going to install the front passenger, this one here, and see how that fits. All right, front passenger is installed. Let's hit the drivers next. I'll vacuum this. For anyone out there that's gonna give me crap about not cleaning, I will vacuum it. This is just getting it fitted, making sure everything is all right. Now let's install the rear. Okay, we have installed them and I am very happy with them. Now they probably need to form a little bit better from heat, just to settle in, because there's some spots right here it's not fully, it's kind of lifting, but I kind of expect that because the way they were shipped in the box, they're not fully settled in. So I'm going to give it a couple days, but they fit really nice. This is the front passenger. There is a little bit of a gap here, nothing too crazy. I'm not going to be crying about. Maybe the Pajeros, this is slightly bigger. I did have to make a couple adjustments, because I'll show you real quick here on what I'm talking about. I had to do this for actually for both sides. Let me get some light here. Open this rear door. I don't know if you can tell here. I had to cut a slit here for the seat rail. I don't know if these were designed for Japanese seat position, where it's much closer to the steering wheel, but for me, being bigger than your normal Asian person, I have my seat all the way back. So what was going on, this was hitting, when the seat rail was moving back, it was hitting the mat and was pushing it back. So I had to cut a slot here. So here I'll show you. So it can go over and slide over. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, so while this was sliding out, it was hitting the mat and it was pushing the mat back. So I had to kind of cut a slot opening over here. There's still enough here where it's still functional. It still goes up. So the rail, when I put the seat back, so you can go all the way back. But that was, I had to do on the other side, so that was the only modification I had to do so far when I installed these mats. So here is the front driver's side mat here. Covers part of the dead pedal here. It's molded just right. It even's molded to this little hump here. That's molded. And then the gas pedal stopper is still present. up exposed, so it does its job. But yeah, it's molded very nicely. Like I said, I'm gonna give it a couple days for it to settle in, so it can like sit even better. Let's check out the rear. And here's the rear. You can see nice, nicely molded, pretty much near perfect to the floorboard. Goes plenty underneath the seat, which is great. Wraps all the way around to the door sill. And unlike those cat mats, it stopped here. This wraps around to this little notch here they have. So that's really nice. So that's now protected from the carpet. So what I'm going to do, give it a couple days and to let it settle in, and then I'll show you. Hopefully it fits better, and then I'll wrap up the video. All right, guys, it's been a couple days, so the mats should have basically evened out from the heat and settled in. So we're gonna go ahead and check it out and see how they sit, and give my final impressions of them. All right, we're gonna check the driver's side, and there you go. It definitely settled out a little bit better. This was kind of lifted when I first initially put them in, and it's now sitting on the sill, and definitely has looked like it settled in. So we're gonna go and check out the driver's side and then the back. Here is the driver's side, about the same, settled in a lot better, so that's pretty good. All right, still not 100%. I wonder if it's because I have the original floor mat still on here. I think it'd sit a little bit better if I remove those. Mats have definitely settled in. Before there was a little bit of a gap here, but it's now sitting pretty much flush against that. So yeah, it looks pretty darn good. So there you go. That is these molded all-weather floor mats that I got from AliExpress for the Montero Pajero, the second Gen 2s from my, I believe, I think 1992 to 2000. They fit really good. As you can see, they're not 100% perfect, but I would say they're like 99% perfect. I did have to make a couple modifications because of the seat rail that you saw early in the video. But other than that, they fit really good. And it's an option and something that I've always wanted on my Montero. So I'm very happy with them. I'm going to provide a link in the video description on AliExpress where I got them. And if it's something that you want for your Gen 2 Montero or Pajero, definitely it's worth the investment. It might be a little bit pricey, but it's the only place where you can get them. They don't offer them anywhere else at a cheaper price. And especially if you want that molded look, that fit and durability of an all-weather mat, it's a great option. Longevity, we'll see how they hold up, but I just got them, but so far so good. I'm pretty impressed, and I have really nothing bad to say about them other than the couple little things I had to do to modify it. So definitely check it out, link in the description. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and give us a like. It really helps us out with the channel. All right, guys, if you have any questions, post in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.